What if I told you that there is a knock that changes everything? It is the knock on our hearts. The Bible tells us in Revelations chapter 3 verse 20, "Behold, I stand at the door and knock. If anyone hears my voice and opens the door, I will come in and dine with him and he with me." This is the greatest invitation of a lifetime. After salvation, this is the greatest invitation we can respond to. And it is the Master standing at the door of our hearts knocking. Jesus wants to come in and fellowship. Do you know that the greatest thing that can happen to man is to know Jesus and is to know the Father? Jesus said in the book of John that, "And this is eternal life, that they may know you, the one true God, and Jesus Christ, whom you have sent." It is eternal life to know God. And how can we know God if we don't spend time with him? Jesus is standing at the door of our hearts and is knocking. He says, "Open the door of your hearts to me. I want to come in. I want to come in not just to talk with you. I want to come in and fellowship with you. I want to come and dine with you." One translation says, "I want to come and sup with you." Jesus wants us to know him. And the only way we can know him is when we meet with him every day. So Jesus stands at the door and he knocks and he pleads and he begs and he calls out to us, "My daughter, I'm calling on to you. Open the door of your hearts to me. My son, open the door of your hearts to me. I want to come in. When I come in, I will bring my transformation power. My power will transform your life. I want to transform you. I want to empower you. I want your life to go from glory to glory." And do you know the sad thing? Many of us, many believers will live and die and never respond to this great invitation. Today, my friends, Jesus is calling out to us again. Every day is a new day. Jesus keeps calling out. He knocks upon the doors of our hearts. He has the power to pull down the door and just force his way in. But Jesus will never do that. He wants us to invite him in based on our love for him. He wants us to open the door just to welcome him inside our hearts. Are you willing to do that, my friends? Let me tell you something. When you open the door of your heart for Jesus to come in, your life will never be the same again. A man of God rightly said, he said, when you see Jesus, your life will never be the same again. And that is true, my friends. When Jesus comes into your heart to fellowship with you in that close proximity of intimacy, you will know him. And when you know him, you will love him. And when you love him, you will keep knowing him and falling in love with him. The presence of the Lord is very addictive. The Lord wants to encounter us in depths and realms we have never experienced. But we have to desire him enough to open the doors of our hearts to him. So the question to you, my friend, today, are you going to open your heart to the Lord? This is a wake-up call for us, I tell you, because Jesus is knocking, he's pleading and he's asking us, invite me in. How can the God who created the sun, the moon, the galaxies, he knitted you and me in our mother's womb? The creator, the Bible said he created everything. Nothing that was created that was not created by him. The one who created everything. Humble, divine. He stands at the door of our hearts and he knocks. My goodness. If this does not melt your heart, if this does not even shake you to your very being, I don't know what can shake you or what can melt your heart. That Jesus Christ of Nazareth, the Messiah, is standing at the door of our hearts and is knocking every day for us to open the door so he can come in. We were wired and created for relationship. The greatest thing that happened to man was salvation. And after salvation, Jesus wants us to know him. In the book of John, he said, "And this is eternal life, that they may know you, the one true God, and Jesus Christ, whom you have sent." It is eternal life to know God. We cannot know God outside intimacy with God. That's why Revelation 3:20 is a call to every believer. It's a wake-up call for every believer. It is to awaken love. It is to respond swiftly to that great invitation of Jesus Christ. Are we going to respond, my friends? What if the knock on your heart is heaven's invitation for you to experience God in a realm and depth you have never known or seen before? If we want to see what eyes have not seen and hear what ears have not heard, I always say, we must come into that close proximity of intimacy. That is the place we can know God. That is the place we can know Him. Jesus is calling out today. Jesus is calling out to you, is calling out to me, and I respond yes to Him. Just like the psalmist said in Psalm 27 verse 8, when you said, seek my face, my soul responds, your face, Lord, will I seek. The Lord is calling us today to seek Him. He wants to come in. He wants to fellowship. He wants to unveil Himself to us, and that is revelation. Are we going to open the door for Him to come in? My prayer today is that you will respond to the call. As you hear the gentle knock on the door of your heart, you will not harden your heart. You will respond to the tugging, to the pulling, to the gentle whispers, and to the gentle knock of the Lord. May we not be among those believers who will hear that knock and we will live and die and never respond to it. It is my prayer that everyone listening to this message today, you will respond to the knock on the door of your heart. Jesus is calling. Jesus is calling. Are we going to say yes, Lord? Today we say yes. May the Lord give us the power, the enablement to be able to respond and say yes, Lord, and unlock the doors of our hearts and open it to the Lord to fellowship with Him. God bless you.